Hey my loves, welcome back to the Honeybee. It's your girl Jade, best known as Oshun's very own, and I am back to do a timeless reading for the sign of Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. As you guys are coming in, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So, I don't know if you guys listened to the general message where I did the Tarot Apocalypse. I'm trying to learn this deck, so I'll just be pulling one card and reading from the book. And then doing 3 clarifiers and then advice. If you guys want to book a personal reading, so you can help me learn this deck, just look in the description box below, okay? All the information will be down there. The initial reading will be $10. If you want 3 more additional clarifying cards, that's just 5 more. And then the advice cards will just be 5 more on top of that. But it'll all be explained in the description box, guys. Spirit, what is the most important message here for Taurus? Oh, of course y'all would get to. Oh, you know what? We can keep this second card because I actually did this one. Okay. The 3 of Cups and the King of Cups. And then we have the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which talks about moving forward. And not for nothing, this 6 of Swords, it got like 3 boats and then mad people everywhere. And then this one chick, she's pregnant. So some of you guys could be pregnant. Congratulations. The Hangman is at the back. So we got Pisces energy here. We have Aquarius, we have Cancer, and we have Scorpio. Whew, okay, so this is the 3 of Cups. Who got the 3 of Cups? I think it was the Aries. So you guys could be dealing with an Aries because Aries got the 3 of Cups. So there could be an Aries involved. Now, the 3 of Cups talks about being very, very free, okay? It also talks about, you know, celebrations of, like, outside of the general context of what the 3 of Cups means. In this deck, they talk about celebrating Dionysus, which is a Greek god. And during their celebrations, when I say free, I mean they are very free. It's giving me like orgy vibes and drinking till the sun come up. Like that was their idea of relaxation and just letting go of stress, burdens, and things like that. Also, it mentions that the males at the age of 3, that's when they get their first taste of wine too. And then you have the King of Cups here. It's my first, you guys are the first ones that pulled a court card. And he has a bow and arrow, which is giving heavy Sag vibes. So Taurus, you got a lot of fire here. There's some underlying passion going on. And look at how he raising his damn cup. It's giving me Apollo vibes with the sun in the background, but I don't know. Let me bring this a little bit closer so you can see, because the details are so crazy on these cards. This is called the Tarot Apocalypse. King of Cups energy. So let's see. And y'all know the 3 of Cups and the King of Cups builds the 4 of Cups. So Taurus, you could have a water sign out here that feels like they missed an opportunity with you. A Cancer or a Scorpio mainly. I do have to say Pisces. Or this is just an energy that feels like they may have missed an opportunity with you. And now they in their feelings about it. So deep in my feelings. 9 of Wands. Okay, gotta be this way. King of Cups. Somebody's life path number could be 6 because it's on page 411. The number 411 could be significant. April 11th, more Aries energy. Didn't I say it was giving Apollo vibes? Bitch, stop playing with me. What did I say? Apollo. Stop playing. God of healing, oracles, and the arts. So you guys could be readers, spiritual advisors, the oracles. I am the Father of healers, Lord of muses, voice of prophecy, and the words I speak are true. I have been called physician, healer, and aid. On the flip note, some of you guys could just work in the healthcare field. You could be nurses, practitioners, what's that other one called? Patient care techs. I have blessed the wounded and sick, aiding the soul smitten, the ones in the dark, those whom loss has consumed. I know their pain and the call of the black waters of seething emotion. I have felt the joys of love and known loss. I carry with me my feelings deep and unending, all my passion and yearning and all the grief and loss a heart can bear without breaking. The heart never truly breaks. It only cracks a little. But you must not drown in the ocean that floods out of it. I tell you this. There is no emotion that is a sin, yet being controlled by it is dangerous. You must not let the sirens drag you beneath the waves. And when your little ship of a soul is tossed upon the turbulent seas, you must take control of the ship and of the ocean. You must not fear. You must not drown. Look to the fires within to guard against the storm. Didn't I say Aries and Sagittarius that there was a whole lot of fire here? Yes, honey. Look to the fires within to guard against the storm. Look to the lighthouse of the sun. Didn't I say it with the sun energy, Leo? So you have all 3 fire signs here. Pyramid energy. And during times of great light, when you fly above the waves untouched, be the beacon of hope in the darkness for others. Be the hand offered in aid. Be the words of comfort that raise up the spirit and soothe the weary heart. Be the creator of beauty and allow it to raise up your soul and that of others to the pinnacle of the human heart. You are creative fire leading the way to inspiration, the soul guide leading the way to healing. Wow. For those of you who don't know, there's an expression that I have said almost since I started my other channel. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for I am hope. I am justice. I am the beacon of light that shines in the dark to lead those who have gone astray back to the beaten path. For I am karma. Or maybe it should be, for I am a healer, because that is what is going on here. You are the healing and guiding light for those around you. 3 of Cups. This could be like people who follow you, people who listen to you, people who are actively seeking your wisdom and your healing waters. Basically, I feel like what they're saying is use your emotions to directly influence the masses in a positive way, to help uplift them, to pull them from the darker aspect of their feelings, to lighten the load. This could be where someone is at right now, like stepping their toe in the spiritual waters, and this is where they will end up. Or this could be you, and this is where you will, like, this is like a reflection, like a before and after, like someone is taking a look at, you know, where they started and on their spiritual journey to where they are currently. As such, this card has many facets. He is a healer, savior, prophet, lover, guide, and muse. The card image presents Apollo, the Greek god who encompassed all these roles, whose oracle at Delphi was perhaps the most influential in the ancient world. He kneels on the stone steps on the edge of the ocean, his temple at the Didma in the background. This temple had a spring from which a priestess gave oracles, just as we might turn to the spring waters of the King of Cups for a source of wisdom and inspiration. Apollo was given many names to demonstrate his several roles. So you are someone who is not just healer or prophet. You could be mother, father, son, daughter, sister, cousin, high priestess, hierophant, keeper of secrets, of wisdom, of knowledge, hermit, retriever of souls. Whew. Homer designated him the physician of the gods, and he healed both Ares and Hades. Wow. Ares is the god of war, and you know Hades ruled the underworld. So if Apollo, or King of Cups, had the ability to heal the devil himself, or the god of war, you know, himself, your healing knows no limits, knows no bounds. He was called Phobos, which is shining, a name that has led many to state that he was a god of the sun, though this is uncertain. This association reminds us of the fiery, passionate personality of the emotional, spiritual King of Cups, which the sun, of course, is Leo energy. Somebody could be afflicted with some sort of illness or disease at this time, and they're seeking out your wisdom and guidance. They're seeking out your healing abilities. You could make elixirs. You could have a drink out, or could be creating some sort of drink that people are looking at as the elixir of life. It says, Strabo tells us that the Malaysians and Delians invoked Apollo, god of health and healing, for the verb olein means to be healthy. Pausanias gives accounts of his other names. He was called Alexakos when he drove away the disease that afflicted Athens during the Peloponnesian War. He was given the name Epikorios when he drove plague away in Arcadia. In his role as healer, Apollo was the father of Asclepios, the god of medicine, and therefore the grandfather of Hygeia, the goddess of health and cleanliness. You know, in Taurus reading, I always pick up on big shit, and I never realized why until this very moment. Taurus itself is the Hierophant, which speaks of big corporations or cults or paradigms. So with, you know, them speaking about the sickness, you know, what's going on in the world with, you know, COVID, monkeypox now, all this different shit. You could be like a doctor or somebody watching this that has been trying to find a cure in order to heal people, in order to prevent it from ever even happening. Wow, somebody could be trying to go back in time, or like time travel, or alter. Oh boy. Alter the state of being in the present. It is Apollo's role as healer and savior of humankind that shows us the King of Cups' most beneficial face. He too heals others, for he has lived through many emotions, relationships, and life experience. His experience lies most firmly in that of the wounded soul, to which he responds with counseling, wisdom, and a gentle guiding hand. He often acts like a lighthouse on the dark sea, guiding the floundering ship to shore. There are many ways in which Apollo comes to us as a prophet, granting wisdom and guidance through visions and far seeing. He had several oracles throughout Greece, two of the most famous being the Pythian oracle at Delphi and the oracle at Didma. The Orphic hymn to Apollo speaks of his oracular power and kindness. Apollo was often said to institute oracles and create seers, just as the King of Cups in his wisdom inspires others in turn to be wise. He gave the gift of prophecy to gods and men, and ancient seers and prophets were often said to be related to him. So if you are someone who is a healer, a prophet, a guide, a seer of the future, a wisdom giver, you may have the ability to identify when another, when a person is supposed to be doing the same thing that you do. Like, you may be able to identify other seers. Like, you know how in this book that I used to read, it's called The House of Night. It's about vampires and shit like that. But the good kind, not energy vampires. They had what was called a seeker, I think, that would go out and mark fledgling vampires. People who were supposed to transition into full vampire or whatever. It's something like you could be what's called a seeker, or maybe, I guess in tarot terms, a hermit. You would be finding these souls that are supposed to be on this spiritual path, helping others. You're someone who's very, very mature. Yeah, very artsy. It says, finally, Apollo is an inspirer of art. Just as the fire of the King of Cups inflames the soul and emotions to artistic expression, he was the leader of the muses, the goddesses of all forms of art who inspired poets throughout the ages. To this day, writers seek their muse in the form of inspiration or an idealized person. In the Homeric hymn to Apollo, we are given a scene in which Apollo enraptures all the gods by playing music for them. Wow, you could be somebody who's like lyrically inclined, like a lyrical genius. Like, you're not just your written words. Like, say you're a rapper or a singer and you write down the lyrics to a song. Yes, it's powerful on that paper, but when you actually vocalize it and allow your voice to take over and you find that flow and that rhythm and you just release, people stop. People stare. People become enraptured by your voice and the baritone. I feel like I'm speaking to a masculine right now. Whew, okay, Taurus. That was okay. All right. Let's get into this for real. Spirit. Oh, okay. But see, we got the Five of Cups here. And didn't I say the Hierophant? Child, when I be talking, You better listen. And there's a lot of emotions here, Taurus. A lot. Regret, grief, sorrow. There are no bad emotions. They're just that. Emotions, feelings. Do not allow them to overcome you. Do not allow them to destroy you. Ten of Swords. Y'all reading going to be a little bit different. Normally I do 3 cards, so if you book a personal reading, it'll be with 3. But in this instance, I'm being told to pull 4, 1 for each side. And then look, you have the Emperor. That's that Aries energy. I feel like from this pain, from this sadness, is breeding the boss within you. It's there. Look, the Strength card. You're turning your pain into power. Maybe you're putting your pain in your music, or you're putting it into your work, and therefore it's allowing you to release while simultaneously building this beautiful song, artwork, inspiration, muse to others. Yeah, look, Six of Swords. And it's allowing you to move forward by releasing that emotion that was locked up inside of you. Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This feels like the start of a set. Like, I can't think of a famous piece of art right now. Not off the top of my head. Let me see. Drobinski? I don't know. Hold on, y'all, because I don't want to just be saying shit. like Mona Lisa, Leonardo da Vinci, Vincent van Gogh, Gustave Klimt, like stuff like that, like how they started with one piece and you know it really didn't sell that well, but as they progressed, as their name grew, so did their power, their reach, their inspiration to others. I feel like this is the starting piece for somebody here. Like whatever it is that you are creating in this moment, this is just the first of many. And if you are an artist, something is about to go platinum. Something's about to go gold. Like something, child, it's like somebody has struck gold. Somebody has realized something here. And it's this realization that is setting the tone and allowing you to step into your motherfucking power. These hurt days, these emotional turmoil days, these mental health fucked up days, this shit is over. Baby, you are about to start creating art. Spirit, tell us about this Five of Cups. Perhaps in the past, you're someone who used to allow your emotions to get the best of you, but you no longer allow that. Page of Pentacles. Now I feel like you've learned. You've learned from this. And I feel like instead of you taking an emotional aspect, you have learned to take a step back and think from a more I don't want to say stable, but like not critical. What's the word I'm looking here for, Spirit? A more logical approach, but that's more sword energy. Maybe you're looking at tangible things now instead of like from an emotional standpoint, a tangible standpoint. What is there to physically gain from being in this emotional state? And I feel like you're realizing it only causes like physical stress on your body, on your person. And you have the Ace of Wands at the back of the deck. And by you realizing this, it has caused you to like gain the first step of stepping into your power. Look, Knight of Wands. It's like now that you've realized this about yourself, you know how to combat it. Like you know how to not eradicate your emotions, but not allowing your emotions to get the best of you. Spirit, tell us about everything is fine. For some of you, you could have been, you know, telling your friends and family members that you were okay, but deeply inside you weren't. It was like a thunderstorm going on internally, feeling like you couldn't voice what was actually going on, maybe for fear that they wouldn't understand. They would judge instead of showing compassion. So perhaps maybe you just detached and walked away. Five of Cups to the Three of Cups. That's the Eight of Cups, emotional detachment. And I feel like by you addressing this Five of Cups, Ten of Swords energy, it allowed you to step into that Ninth Cup with the King of Cups being here. Emotional stability. Yeah, didn't I say it was causing physical stress? Ten of Wands to the Ten of Swords. By pretending like everything was okay, by pretending like you weren't hurting on the inside. Fighting this could have been a mental battle for someone. Someone may have been emotionally and mentally unstable. Look, Four of Cups, like things were just pouring from the inside, but outward to like the public eye, to your friends, to your family. You appeared as though everything was fine, but everything was not fine. There was a lot of shit that was going on, a lot of shit that was in the air that you're not speaking about. Yeah, and it could have caused conflicts between maybe you and a friend, or just like having a difference of opinion. Maybe you thought that this person would not be able to understand. Could be a Leo here. So you just kept it to yourself. It's like you just started drowning. Every time you decided to just keep something to yourself, to withhold, you know, speaking about it, opening up about it, it just became more and more, it just became one more thing that you had to carry and do on your own. And not for nothing, I forgot to mention this, but when I before I started the Earth Sign series, I pulled messages from my own deck. And it's like, what message are you going to do for each sign or whatever? And Capricorn got a spirit baby message. And you guys got a message from God. So this message, and you know, with the King of Cups being here and the story that we just read about Apollo and, you know, creating seers and healers and things like that, I definitely feel like, and the Hierophant showing up, that this is a message that God wants you to hear, wants you to tap into, that this message is specifically for you. Okay? Spirit, tell us about the Emperor. The Eight of Pentacles. You have, this is mastery to me. In my opinion, this is mastery of oneself, of one's emotions, of one's physical world. Finally finding, I'm hearing that common ground, that middle ground between your emotions and actions. Perhaps not being so quick to react, but taking a step back and analyzing each individual emotion as to why one feels this way. And if you're not here yet, this is where you're headed. This is where you're headed. Queen of Cups, I feel like you are tapping into your intuition more. You're listening now. You're more connected. I feel like you're looking yourself in the mirror and you're addressing the things that you feel about yourself. Queen of Pentacles, the physical attributes. And you're owning that shit. And you're loving yourself. And this is what is propelling you forward. Spirit, tell us about the Six of Swords. Didn't I say the Nine of Cups? Emotional stability. This is where you're moving into. And, you know, with the King of Cups right there, that's the Ten of Cups. You are going to be able to master your emotions. And once again, congratulations to those who are currently pregnant. For some of y'all, this is like those extra hormones that come on when you're... Some of you guys don't even know that you're pregnant. That's been showing up a lot recently, too. Some of y'all are unaware that you're pregnant and you can't figure out why your emotions are all over the place like this. That's why. The Empress, the Six of Swords, she's pregnant right there. Wow, the Ace of Swords was right behind that, y'all. That's the truth. Some of you guys are fighting the truth. Some of you guys don't want to accept the fact that you are pregnant. Maybe just feel like now is the bad time. Didn't I say the Ten of Cups? Child, do not play with me. For real. This was a beautiful reading. This is like the transition of someone's emotions, like someone like really taking a hard look at themselves and what they need to address within themselves. Like, it almost feels like therapy a little bit. Wow, the Empress is on the bottom of this deck with the Page of Cups. So somebody could be giving birth to a water sign child. Somebody could be giving birth next year, Cancer season. If you are already pregnant, then you could be giving birth in Scorpio season. Some of y'all are farther along than you think, and you may be giving birth in Pisces season, but I'm really getting Cancer. Cancer. Some of y'all are at the very beginning stages of pregnancy. Spirit, what is some advice here for Tauruses? Page of Swords. Get the damn test. Y'all been dreading getting this test. Nine of Wands, but you know you ain't used protection. This could be the person that you're in some sort of commitment with. What is that? The Six of Wands. Or maybe y'all have been trying to get pregnant and it's finally happening for you. Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody was willing to do whatever the fuck it took in order to, you know, for some of y'all, y'all could be a little upset about this pregnancy. Like, it's like not the right time because you got all of these plans for yourself. Shit is finally starting to go like how you want it to. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, like maybe there's some event, because the Three of Cups could also be like a celebration of sorts. Maybe this is like a celebratory success, something that you achieved. And you may let your guard down for 2 seconds and boom, now you're pregnant. But I do feel like things are going to work out. 7 of Pentacles, the Hermit, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, 3 Cups, yes. Things are going to work out. You may have to, you know, be off the scene for a little minute, but that's okay though. Because when you come back, you're going to come back and better, bitch. I cannot make this up. High Priestess. I feel like with the Page of Swords being here, you need to take take a closer look at something. If you're a masculine watching this, you may need to take a closer look at yep, child, I can't make it up. That's what I was getting. If you are a masculine, this is specifically for masculines. If you're a masculine, you need to get a paternity test done, because this person, it's a little promiscuous. Knight of Wands. Yeah, with the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, which is the 10 of Swords, they could have betrayed you behind your back in secret. With the High Priestess being here, they could have had somebody on the side. So yes, take a closer look at a paternity test. With the 9 of Wands in the reverse, outside of the baby situation, you may need to allow your guard down in order for something to work out for you. You cannot fear success. Otherwise, success won't come. You'll like be your own blockage. 5 of Swords. Also, you need to know that there are going to be some people that are not going to be happy for you. You're just going to have to be okay with that. And I say that you're going to have to be okay with that because everybody wasn't meant to come with you to begin with. Okay? So, yeah. That's what I have for you guys. And also, take your time. I don't know why, but yes. You need to take your time with something. But that's what I have for you guys. If this reading resonates, make sure to like, share, and motherfucking subscribe. All right. Bye.